everyone, Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with you all today. So I do have a knitted finished project that I want to share with you all, and then I have a mysterious Knitcrate package to share, and it arrived at the end of November, which is interesting because I already had received my Knitcrate package, so I'm thinking that they just sent me an extra one by mistake, but oh well, that just means more yarn, right? So let's go ahead and dive in. So the finished project that I wanted to share with you all is this. It is the Simple Yet Effective Cowl by Tin Can Knits. And the yarn that I use is my hand-dyed yarn, Queen's Yarn Boutique, in the colorway Gemstone. I use one skein of this yarn, and it is in the Vanity DK MCN weight, or base rather. So it's a DK weight, and it is on the Vanity MCN base. It's very simple. I really like it. And I did block this, and I do have a blocking video that I am going to insert as well, but just a little bit more about the yarn. It is 80% superwash merino and 10% cashmere, which makes it super soft, and 10% nylon. And each skein of yarn is 231 yards, which is 100 grams. And I did use my lovely ChiaoGoo needles. These are a US size 6, which is a 4mm. And all of the details will be on my Ravelry page, which I'll leave a link of my website in the description box below, and that'll have all the links to my Ravelry pages and all that stuff. And I also wanted to let you all know I had a little bit of yarn left over from the skein. So you could keep going if you wanted to, but this is like a perfect one skein project. So I had enough left. It's so soft. I never know what to do with like yarn scraps. Maybe I can make one of those nice little blankets. I forget what they call it. Maybe like a memory blanket, or I could do like a really nice crochet granny square blanket. I don't know, but I have tons of scraps. So if you all have any suggestions on what to do with like these little scraps of yarn left over, please let me know. I would appreciate that. But here it is again. And you will definitely see how much it has grown since being blocked. It has definitely grown quite a lot. So yeah, that's going to look really good. And I could have kept going. If I had made this with 2 skeins or 3 skeins, then it would have been even bigger and chunkier. So if I make this again, I'll probably use multiple skeins of yarn. But it is super, super soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a clip of me blocking this cowl. Okay, so you all just saw me blocking that cowl. It was a lot of fun. It's always fun using those blocking pins, but I have to be really careful when using those because they are super, super sharp. And I will leave a link to those blocking pins in the description box below. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. All right, so let's get to this mysterious Knitcrate package that we received. Here it is. I will say the packaging was definitely better this time, because if you all watched my Knitcrate and October crate videos, there were some holes in my bag and like some stuff was kind of coming out. Some of the yarn bands were coming out, but this looks pretty good. So I always like to open these live on camera with you all, so you'll see what I'm getting. And the last time, yeah, you'd have to go back and look at the November crate because I don't have the yarn from that November crate with me like right now. But the last skeins that I got for the November crate were like a blue and tan and like a blue, tannish, greenish, gray combo. It was actually 4 skeins. So I'm expecting this to be 4 skeins of yarn. Let's hope. But I'm hoping that they accidentally sent me like one of the other color combinations. That would be really neat. But, you know, knowing the way things usually work with me, I'm probably going to end up with the same colorways that I ended up with the first time. But anyway, let's just get into this thing. All right. This is exciting. I've never been accidentally sent yarn before. But I know, like, with all of this crazy pandemic stuff going on, I know shipping has been ridiculous. Like, even with my shop, I had a Black Friday sale / Small Business Saturday / Cyber Monday sale. And by the way, thank you to all who purchased yarn from my shop. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. But there are things that I shipped, like, right after that sale, right after Black Friday, like during the very first week of December, that still has not been delivered. So shipping is crazy right now. So I'm actually not surprised that I ended up with 2 November crates because they probably just sent it again. All right. The only thing with these mailers, I'm so afraid of clipping the yarn. My goodness. Let's see. What is this? Is it different or is it the same? Please be different. Please be different. Okay. That looks familiar. That does not look familiar. Okay, that's different. It's different. Okay, some of these are the same. Nice. Look at that. It's so pretty. Okay, so if you all go back and look at my November crate, you'll see that the colors are a little bit different. I did have these 2 colors in my last November crate box or mailer, but I did not have these 2. That is a nice shade of brown and gold. Oh, I love that. That looks so good. That looks great. Very nice. Wow, it's so squishy. Very nice. Okay, so this is on Knitcrate's Vitalana Ambient Worsted base. And each of these skeins is 100% Peruvian Highland wool. It's worsted weight, 100 yards, 91 meters, 50 grams each. And this one is called, Fumato. I'm probably butchering that name. And this one is called Gouache, maybe. And this one is Da Vinci. That is gorgeous. That's beautiful. And this lovely brown is called stipple. Gorgeous. Wow. Very nice. Very nice for fall. But yeah, I'm the type of person, I'd wear fall colors all year round, so it doesn't matter to me. But I really like these. Nice. Super squishy. Okay. I like these. Oh, by the way, if you are interested in getting Knitcrate, you can use my coupon code QUEEN20 to get 20% off your first Knitcrate order. I'm so used to saying Knitcrate box, but they have switched to the eco-friendly bags. These are compostable or recyclable bags. You can get the box. It's like an extra charge, but yeah. So anyway, I'll leave all of the details and the links and all that good stuff in the description box below. So if you're interested, check out the description box. But anyway, 4 skeins of yummy yarn. Very cool. And I know that this is the November box, but a lot of times they do have yarn left over that I think you can go and get. So check that out. Okay, there's more stuff in here. Alright, so this is the November card. Chiaroscuro. And they talk about what's going on for the November one. Like I said, if you want more details about this one, I did make a November Knitcrate video, so go check that one out if you want to know more details about it. Let's see what else is in here. Okay, oh yeah. There's a pin in here. And for those of you all that did watch my November crate box, you've probably figured out by now that this pin, there's more to it than meets the eye. If you take this plastic cap off, it actually becomes a light. So, not sure if you all can see that. Yeah, it's a light. Now that's very cool. I do look forward to the little extras that you get in these Knitcrate boxes, mailers. That's cool. I like that a lot. So yeah, I guess if you're ever working with black yarn, it could be useful. Very cool. Like, I'm a pin collector, so I'm fascinated by stuff like that. Okay, let's make sure there's nothing else in here. Alright, that's it. Okay, moving on. Let's see. So, I do have a few more things to show you all. Oh, in regards to the blocking, I did want to show you all the knit blockers that I used in that clip. They're the Knitter's Pride knit blockers. They are fantastic. This is what they look like inside. So you have the little ones with 4 pins. And then you have the big ones with 8 pins. And like I said, they're super sharp. So of course the clip that I inserted is sped up, but you definitely want to take your time with these. I really like them. And they're rust resistant, they're stainless, which is important because when you block, you usually wet your project. So of course, you know, you don't want pins that are going to rust. And so that's important to have. And the mat that I used was just like an old gym equipment mat that we use like under treadmills and stuff in the house. But it was like an extra one that I had. But I will link in the description box below where you can get some actual nice blocking mats. Yeah, I will leave that in the description box for you all. Okay, so let's look at some other things. I actually have some gorgeous things that I wanted to share with you all from my shop. But before I do that, I did want to give a shout out to a friend of mine. I usually don't shout out other channels, but I wanted to give a shout out to a channel that has nothing to do with yarn. She's a friend of mine and she just started a channel. It's called Nappy Hour with a Mom. and she just reached 100 subscribers, and I'm so proud of her. But basically, she's a mom, and she does videos while her children are napping, or at least they're supposed to be napping. So it doesn't always work out. But her videos are usually short because she tries to just get in a video whenever they're napping. And she has a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old. 1-year-old son, 4-year-old daughter. They are like, they're just the sweetest kids. I call them my niece and nephew. But yeah, so she just started this channel this summer, I do believe. And she talks about homeschooling, cloth diapering, breastfeeding, pretty much everything that I have no idea. Like I do not know about that stuff. I have no idea. She's like an expert on that thing, on all of that stuff. So I do know that I have some moms and dads that watch this channel. So if you are interested in that kind of stuff, definitely check out her channel. I do believe she has a degree in early childhood education as well. Not that that matters, because I know to be a parent, you do not have to have a degree, but she does have a lot of insight that's very helpful, and she's able to homeschool her children, and I think that's really cool that she's able to do that. And she has that background of education, and I think that's really helpful. So anyway, I will leave a link in the description box below. Her channel name is Nappy Hour with the Mom. Now, in regards to me, je n'ai pas d'enfants. J'adore les enfants, mais je ne veux pas d'enfants. Okay, so moving on. I have some yarn that I would like to share with you all, and it is from my shop. It's going to be on one base that I wanted to share. So it is the Musicology Sport base, and I grabbed a few skeins of yarn that I wanted to show you all. And the Musicology Sport base, it is 100% superwash wool, superwash merino wool. Each skein is 328 yards, which is 100 grams, and it is a 3-ply yarn. Okay, so I don't know which colorway to show you first because I love them all. Okay, so I'm just going to randomly pick this up because I can't decide which one I want to show you all first. Alright, so this is Koi. Koi is very beautiful. I remember when I dyed this yarn, I couldn't decide between naming it like calico, like after those really tri-colored calico cats, but I ultimately decided to name it Koi after the fish in the koi pond. But this is Koi. This is Black Cherry, named after black cherry ice cream, of course. It's a beautiful tonal. This is Black Cherry. And then we have Crazy Peacock. Crazy Peacock has been around forever. It was one of the first colorways I ever dyed, all the way back in 2016. Yeah, it's been a while. 2016, 2017. Crazy Peacock. Love it. And then we have Roasted. It's always interesting to me how the same colorway can look different on individual bases of yarn. And I've noticed that colorways dyed on my Kiss sock base and Musicology Sport always look different than it would on Adore Worsted. It's very interesting. And last but certainly not least, Vibranium. I absolutely love Vibranium. So, thank you all so much for watching. That's all that I have to share with you all. I am going to leave a vegetable montage at the end of this. My vegetables just have been growing like crazy, and they're still growing, which is awesome. So I'm going to leave a veggie montage here. Bye. Thanks for watching.